Ever looked in the mirror and wished you felt a little more confident? You're not alone. Building self-esteem can be a journey, but it doesn't have to be complicated. In this video, we'll share 7 simple yet powerful ways to boost your self-esteem and start feeling amazing about yourself. Ready to make a positive change in your life? Let's dive in. 1. Record your story. The term self-esteem is often used in various contexts, sometimes as a stand-in for confidence or self-worth. But at its core, self-esteem is really about how you feel about yourself. It encompasses all the positive and negative feelings that shape your self-image and influence what you believe you can achieve. The truth is, you have countless reasons to appreciate and value yourself, but it's easy to overlook them. Positive thoughts and feelings about yourself often slip into the background, overshadowed by the few negative ones that keep swirling in your mind. So, how do you bring that positivity back into focus? One powerful strategy is to record your life story. This isn't just about reminiscing, it's about actively reflecting on who you are, what you've been through, and why you matter. Writing down your story forces you to be clear and concrete about your identity. It helps you reconnect with your strengths, achievements, and the unique experiences that have shaped you. By putting your story into words, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself, which can clarify any confusion and build a stronger sense of self-esteem. Plus, revisiting your story over time can remind you of how far you've come and reinforce the positive aspects of your personality that you might have forgotten. 2. Set a point of pride. Picture this. You're an aspiring author. You've always dreamed of writing a novel, but despite your passion for storytelling, you've never taken the first step. Sure, you've written plenty of short stories, but the thought of tackling an entire book feels overwhelming. Maybe you're afraid of failing, or perhaps you just don't believe in yourself enough to try. For our aspiring author, this point of pride might be writing just one chapter. At first glance, it might seem like a modest goal, but think about it. If you can write one chapter, what's stopping you from writing another and then another? Before you know it, that once daunting dream of completing a novel starts to feel achievable. By focusing on this small but challenging task, you're not only making progress towards your larger goal, but you're also proving to yourself that you're capable. Each step forward becomes a source of motivation and, more importantly, a source of self-esteem. So, what's your point of pride? Whether it's writing a chapter, learning a new skill, or even tackling a personal challenge, pick one manageable goal that you can focus on. Make it something that pushes you just enough to prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you might think. And as you accomplish these points of pride, watch as your self-esteem begins to soar. 3. Study yourself. We all have an inner voice, the one that comments on our successes and failures, sometimes without us even noticing. For many, this voice can be harsh and critical, especially when it comes to self-esteem. You might catch yourself downplaying your achievements, brushing off compliments, or comparing yourself unfavorably to others. It's almost automatic, a habit that's been ingrained over time. But what if you could change that? What if, instead of letting this inner critic run the show, you took control and transformed it into a source of strength? The first step is to become aware of how you talk to yourself. This isn't always easy, especially when negative self-talk has become second nature. However, by studying your own words, you can start to see the patterns that are holding you back. Imagine keeping a journal, not just of your daily activities, but of your thoughts, especially those fleeting, critical ones. Each time you catch yourself undermining your own success, you write it down. Maybe you dismiss a compliment by saying, "Oh, it was nothing," or you downplay an accomplishment by thinking, "Anyone could have done that." By putting these thoughts on paper, you begin to see how often you belittle your own efforts and achievements. Over time, as you review your notes, a pattern emerges. You realize just how much you've been minimizing your own worth. This awareness is powerful because it gives you the chance to challenge and change these harmful thoughts. Instead of accepting them as truth, you start to question them. Why do you downplay your successes? Why do you give more value to others' achievements than your own? As you continue this practice, you begin to replace negative thoughts with more positive, supportive ones. The next time you accomplish something, instead of brushing it off, you allow yourself to feel proud. Instead of comparing yourself to others, you acknowledge your unique strengths and contributions. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but gradually you notice a change in how you feel about yourself. 4. Practice self-compassion. Perfectionism is a major barrier to self-esteem. Mistakes can feel catastrophic, leading to self-criticism or denial, neither of which aid in personal growth. To boost self-esteem, practice self-forgiveness. Recognize that mistakes are part of being human and focus on progress rather than perfection. When you make a mistake, instead of dwelling on it, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move on. This approach fosters self-compassion and reinforces that you are worthy of respect and love despite imperfections. Over time, this mindset shift helps you see mistakes as growth opportunities, enhancing your confidence and self-esteem. By embracing imperfection and focusing on progress, you build a stronger, more resilient sense of self-worth. 5. Reflect on your past. Consider a time when self-esteem was the least of your worries. Many people experience fluctuations in their self-worth over their lifetime, achieving goals and developing positive habits that boost their confidence. However, setbacks can sometimes undermine this progress. If you're currently in a low period, try this simple technique to regain your footing. Recall a time in your life when you felt the happiest and most motivated. Whether this was last week, last year, or even decades ago, reflect on that period and ask yourself what contributed to your success. Was it a career achievement or a supportive group of friends? Reflecting on these moments can reveal new insights into what truly makes you happy. For instance, someone who focuses solely on their career might realize that they feel most fulfilled when helping others, rather than advancing professionally. Revisiting your past can be a straightforward and enlightening way to boost your self-esteem and uncover new aspects of yourself. 6. Pursue your own path. Everyone, regardless of age, often concerns themselves with fitting in, whether it's choosing an outfit, shopping, or working at their desk. However, the more you focus on blending in, the harder it becomes to build self-esteem. Research shows that people who strive to fit in tend to have lower self-esteem. Whether you're popular or not, the key is to stop worrying about fitting in altogether. Aim to do at least one thing daily that sets you apart from the crowd, whether it's a change in your style or picking up a unique hobby. Embracing your individuality and focusing on what makes you happy can help you value yourself more. 7. Reclaim your values. If you were asked what is most important to you, you'd likely answer quickly. But how often do you live by these values? They might have faded into the background amidst your daily routines and responsibilities. To strengthen your self-esteem, take time to reconnect with your core values. Doing so helps you understand what makes your life meaningful. Regularly set aside time to affirm these values through deliberate actions. For example, prioritize family time over work or re-engage with your creative pursuits. Each time you make choices that reflect your values, you not only reinforce them, but also cultivate a sense of pride in who you are. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like this video, click the next one shown on your screen. Thanks for watching.